Hey everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, we're just getting set up here. I'm just I'm just about to invite today's guest in. I'm really fucking pumped for today. Um, we've got my friend Danielle in today, screenwriter and graphic novel co-founder from the UK on today. So let me just bring Daniela on. Okay, there we go. Danielle, not Daniela. I'm confusing her with somebody. Daniela is a performer friend of mine. Ba, 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 ba. And there she
Hey,
is.
how are you?
I'm all right. How you doing, sweetie?
Pretty good, pretty good.
I can't see myself. Hang on. I'm just going to elevate myself. There we go. I'm such an idiot. For the first time, because every time I use my tripod, it's got one, two, three, four. It's telescopic to 6 or 7 feet, and
Yeah,
it's got little clips on the shaft of it where
so is mine.
you can lock it in place, right?
Yeah.
And the phone clamp has 3 points of adjustment on it. And until I did a video the other day, and it took me until that day to realize to adjust it so I could see myself. All I had to do was raise the staff because like I kept tilting the phone clamp. I'm like, oh my god, I'm such a
We've
fucking
all done
idiot.
it. We've all done it.
Ah, I'm smart, I promise. First of all, lovely to see you.
And you?
We're all rainy and junk here. What's it like overseas today?
It's pretty sunny today, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Been out,
you're living
been out on
large
the
over there.
balcony getting a bit of a tan.
Pardon me?
I've been out on the balcony getting a tan. So
Okay.
yeah,
How's I know you've just moved. You're settled in okay or
more or less. There's still a few things to do, but yeah, I don't have
always?
I don't have proper internet till Wednesday. So. But I got enough data for tonight, so
Yeah, that's always the thing, eh? When you move and it's a transfer of service and you got to wait for the
yeah.
guy to come. Oh, it's never easy.
No,
And
don't think I'm
especially
gonna.
if you have to get new equipment and
Yes.
all
Well,
that.
my sofa wouldn't fit through the door, so the removal lads they had to take it away. So I had to buy a new sofa. So yeah.
So obviously you got movers. You didn't do it yourself.
No, 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 no. 20 years ago, 20 years ago, yeah. But I'm over 50 now. Come on.
Oh, trust me, I've moved enough in my life. I totally understand. There comes a point where you're like, fuck this. I'm paying somebody to
Yeah,
do this.
yeah.
So
Oh, my
we were
Amazon's just come.
we were talking off camera. I thought you were because I know a little bit about um because this interests me and I don't know why. Oh,
Yeah. So I've got to let him in, otherwise he'll just go away.
okay.
It's okay. He's in. He's in. We'll just put it outside the door. It's fine. Right. Sorry about that.
That's okay. You're fine. So, like I was saying, I know a little bit about UK geography, but I only basically know um, the common areas. I know what is it where Fatboy Slim is from. I believe it's Brighton.
Yeah.
I know Birmingham. I know Manchester. All the hits, right?
Right.
Um, when I had my Twitch live stream going a handful of years ago, my mod, he was actually UK based, like yourself.
Yeah.
And at one point, we were talking about England, and I didn't know this at the time, but he explained to me how London works because I thought London was like Toronto, this big, huge metropolis. And he went online and he took a picture or a screenshot of London, or what I consider London, and he circled in red what London actually is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had no idea that London proper is the size of my phone.
Yes, it's not very big.
It's just this
Yeah.
tiny little thing, and then all
The
these
rest is
outlying areas.
yeah. The rest is called London, but it's not really.
Except that's exactly it. Yeah. I had a coworker who used to say London town.
Right.
What does that mean?
Pretty much what you just said. The small part of London that is actually London.
Oh, they're specifically referring to London proper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sounds, when you say London town, that sounds really colloquial or
Yeah. I
local.
mean, it's right in the core. So
Yeah,
it's busy, but it's not very big. No, not really.
kind of like
'Cause it's
Toronto.
made up of lots of sub districts and small towns. Much like Manchester, really. Manchester's really a small town, but it's all the suburbs make up and make it a little bigger. But
Oh,
actually,
I wasn't aware of that. Okay,
yeah.
so it's very similar to Toronto.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, because if you're in Toronto here and you're downtown, technically it's the city of York, going back to like horse and
Yeah.
buggy days. If you're downtown and you go and you travel north to a certain street and you cross that street continuing north, you're not in Toronto anymore.
Right.
And I find that and it's only a matter of blocks, right? It's just this little cluster.
Yeah, absolutely.
I say I live in Toronto, but technically I live in like well, funny enough, I live on the England side of Toronto. And there's a street. I live on the bordering street between Toronto and a suburb called Scarborough.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but everyone just calls it Toronto.
Yeah. It's just easier to explain, isn't it?
You know, that's it. Yeah, like on a piece of mail, I never put my address as Scarborough. I always say Toronto.
Yeah.
It's the stupidest thing, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm not really in London. I'm just in a place called Bishop Stortford, which it's like 25 minutes from London, but it's not London. So it's the same thing.
Well, that's not too bad. 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Yes.
What do people consider it, like I just said, like that's an easy commute, so to speak?
Well, yeah, because there's just literally a few miles away, there's London Stansted Airport, and that's called London Stansted, but that's not London either. So.
Speaking of airports, where's Heathrow?
That's right on the other side, on the west side of London.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Towards, probably won't know where it is, but Hammersmith that way.
I've
Where the
heard of
BBC
it.
is.
Yeah.
Where the BBC is, yes.
Right. Yeah. I have a friend in Doncaster, and a handful of years ago, we were talking about a when and if situation. If I ever had the money in my pocket to visit England, and not knowing any better, I said, if I flew from Toronto to the UK, would I be coming into Heathrow? And she goes, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
This is how dumb I am, right?
Well, it's still called London Heathrow, but yeah, it's not really.
Exactly. Yeah, it's your Pearson International. That's our big airport here.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So did you? So you moved to London
Yeah.
from? Did you move from one city to another, or was it a smaller area that you came
Um,
from?
yeah, I was on the south coast and I've lived there on and off for years and years and years. Which isn't far from Brighton actually. About half an hour. A place called Chichester. Um, so yeah, I moved here basically because of the comic. Um,
Oh,
I need to I keep getting asked to do all these conventions and events. Well, I've got a few coming up, and
good.
the travel and everything is crippling, with money and everything. So I just thought, screw it, I could just move to London. So
So it was a move of convenience slash, uh, well, basically convenience related to work, we could say.
yeah, yeah, I'd say so.
Sure. Yeah. Happens every day, right? I've
Well,
got
yeah,
half my
yeah.
hair
I
in my
mean,
mouth here.
I loved where I was living, but it was just out of the way. So
Did you grow up where you moved from?
I did grow up there. I wasn't born there. I was born in Kent, which is sort of east of England.
Okay, yeah, I know Ken. Yep.
Yeah.
What was
So yeah,
what was that like? Was it a
I
quaint
don't remember a lot
existence?
about it, but I have childhood friends there.
Yeah.
Um, um, one who I'm still best friends with now, but I think we moved when I was about 5 or 6. So when I moved to Chichester, because my dad had a job, and that's why we moved there. Yeah, I mean, when you're that young, you only remember sort of flashing images and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, but my dad was a photographer, so he took loads of pictures. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
Was he
yeah,
was he a, was he a hobbyist or
a
professional?
hobbyist. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but it was good as a pro. So
Cool.
yeah.
What kind of stuff did he do? Like what kind of like photographs did he work with? Did he have a
Um,
certain just anything and everything, or did he
like
have a preference?
portraits and like nature pictures. He used to take lots of pictures of like insects and dandelion, dragonflies and stuff.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't hear much of that.
No, no, and he worked a lot in black and white, which is I think is really cool. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, I follow this guy on Facebook called Julian Rad, and
Right.
I just found him through sheer happenstance one day, and I don't know how he does this. He's got one of these telescopic lenses. It's like 17 feet long. But the work he does, like we're talking about wildlife and nature, but he almost goes one step further because if he sees like a chipmunk or something chewing on a dandelion or a flower, he'll be, oh, I don't know, however many feet away, and he'll zoom right in and he'll capture a video of the squirrel eating the flower.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
and then he'll slow it down to like, oh, it's so fucking amazing what he does.
I love all that stuff. Yeah,
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 it's
yeah,
really cool.
yeah.
Oh,
Puts
so,
things
so
into perspective when you watch things like that. Oh yeah, humans go
yeah,
crazy. The
right?
animals, they got it sussed, animals, because yeah, they've just got basic life and it's easy.
Me and Danny were talking prior to coming on camera, and I was like doing a bit of promo leading up to today, and so did Danny just earlier today. And I was joking to her. I sent her a text and I said, "Isn't it funny how we're both using Motley Crue for the promo music?" Because
Yeah,
you know what? When I was what, uh, I would say about 11 or 12 or so, I started. Me and my friend Andrew, discovered Crue, Poison, Bon Jovi, all that. This is about somewhere between 85 and 88.
yeah, yeah,
And I have a sister 5 years my senior. And aside, she wasn't, I don't remember her being much into Poison and Crue. She was more into Def Leppard, Bon Jovi, all that stuff with her boyfriend. And it just struck me as interesting that we were both using metal as a blanket for today.
yeah, yeah.
But on the heels of that, I know you're a music fan like I am.
Mm,
If
yeah.
you're just chilling out, maxing and relaxing, what are your preferences?
Oh, it changes. I use a lot of music when I'm writing as well. So I like movie scores. I like, I mean, I listen to a lot of punk and goth, as you know, but I like 80s pop. I like 90s pop. Even some classical. Um, but I'll go from anything from Vivaldi to Motorhead in the same day. So, yeah.
That's like my partner. She can go like she's into a lot of what do you call them? Shit, soundtracks. Like
Yeah.
composers, right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
The guys who write the scores for movies and
Yeah.
so
Me
on.
too. Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
fucking her YouTube music playlist is all like this producer, this composer, blah blah blah, and she'll play me something. I'm like, what the fuck is that? it's these it's these monstrous productions, and they're so deep and uh, I've never used the word catacombs for music, but it's
Yeah.
in that realm, right? It's so fucking deep what these guys do.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She told you can literally lose yourself in it.
Yes, and it helps me write when I'm scripting. Charlie does the same when he's writing. We'll listen to loads of film scores just to get the right emotion for the dialogue and whatever's going on. So yeah, my playlist on the computer is about 200 um, score songs. So yeah.
Damn. Oh, I was thinking, hello, Penny. Penny is in the chat. Penny Lee Burnett.
Hello.
Hello.
That's my eldest.
Sorry?
That's
That's
my
your
eldest.
who?
That's my eldest.
Oh my. Well, hello, Miss Penny. What was I gonna say? Yeah, you mentioned writing and the scripting and that.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, Danny is here today to shuck and jive a little bit for the graphic novel series hashtag Girls on Tour. That's on Amazon, correct? Still?
Yes, yes, still on
Okay.
Amazon, but you can read it as an ebook on Kindle and Global Comics as well. And we're just releasing a new one, Eurovision Boogaloo, which
I saw, yeah.
isn't in physical form yet, but that will be in physical form in May. So halfway,
When you say physical form, that means
like proper
oh,
comic.
the actual book itself.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Um, what I was because this stuff fascinates me. And when I think of some, because I only have a working knowledge of graphic novels and so on and so forth.
mm,
And oh, by the way, Penny, you're not great crashing at all. Welcome to the show. Um, when I think of this stuff, because I know what manga is, and I know what anime is, and all that kind of stuff.
right.
Um, where I fall short, because my partner is way into anime and all that. She fucking loves it, and I can still remember the day when I said to her, "It's just cartoons." She near strangled me. She's like, "They're not fucking cartoons."
Rookie mistake.
This is it, right? I come from the world of Mad Magazine, Archie comics, and all that.
Oh yeah, I love all them too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a stack of Archies and Mad magazines growing up. I've recent over the last few years I've started recollecting Mad magazines because they've long since gone out of circulation.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So I now I get when I go to the um the drugstore down the block, they have the collector's editions still on the shelves.
yeah.
A little more money than I'm willing to pay, but being a Mad
Well,
fan,
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
drop a couple of
I've
bucks.
been at the conventions. I've seen.
Yeah, they're even holy fuck, even on the shelf, they're they're $9 in your money,
Yeah, yeah.
18 bucks Canadian. And my
Most
partner sits back and goes, "Did you fucking just pay $18 for that?"
there is one or two comics that I would, but yeah, it does get addictive if you get too many. But it's the same with anything, isn't it? So
It's funny that I went into the Mad Magazine thing, even though it's satire. One thing I always admired about Mad Magazine was, even though it is kind of cartoony, the artwork, um, I saw when I was reading it over the years, a touch of realism, like the
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of social commentary in them, especially in the 80s.
yeah, and the artwork reminded me of Take on Me, the Aha video, right?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was it was like the Aha video, but on paper.
yes.
Um, Reason I'm mentioning that is, for those that don't know, using Mad as an example, and maybe I'm way off on this. What's the difference between a graphic novel and a comic book or something like Mad Magazine?
Okay, well, comic is just for like a general audience, maybe leaning more towards under 21. Graphic novel is more for the serious reader, those who like grown up um, material, not necessarily porn or sex or anything, but just
Right.
like grown up stuff. Um, and it can range from like realism to sci-fi to horror to anything. Um, it's like one up from Tales from the Crypt or something like that. It's more engaging and there's more story arc to it. Um, so yeah, that would be the main difference. Plus a lot of them, and yeah, graphic novels are mostly hardback. So um, yeah, that's the big difference. But
Oh, hardbacks. I didn't know that.
yeah, yeah.
I thought they were all like magazine style or novel style, right? Like the paperbacks.
No, no, most of them are hardback. So yeah,
Oh, I had no idea. Okay.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah, for real.
What I've seen the panels for Girls on Tour, and
Yeah,
what I from an artwork standpoint, what I do really enjoy is I'm remembering the old Spider-Man comics, and even maybe for the sake of argument, the cartoon itself, but more the comics. And what I mean by that is I find it really cool how it's not block, 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 block. It's not a grid, right?
yeah,
It's it's this like fucking octagonal thing, and then a
yeah,
line, and then another panel, and someone's mouth,
yeah,
and maybe a few lines of dialogue.
yeah.
Is that true to form for a graphic novel type of publication?
Not always. I mean, they differ. Sometimes you do get block, 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 block. Our style is heavily pinched from 60s spy movies, so
Oh,
60s Spider-Man cartoons is probably near what you're saying. So yeah, yeah,
I love it. What's his name? Um, the owner of Ethereal Comics down in the States. I had him on my Twitch show a handful of years ago, and we didn't talk about this, but him and his team do a similar style,
Yeah.
and I don't know why, but for some reason it really gets my attention, and maybe it's because it's the broken aspect of it.
Yes. Yeah.
It's really cool because, like I said, you'll have these little strange shapes, and sometimes they can overlap, and one panel might just be the word kaboom, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
It's so fucking cool.
But that's the stuff we really wanted to go for, and luckily the artists we work with, John and Nick, they are our camera to what we script. So um, they pretty much get what we're on about, because when we first knew them, they spoke virtually no English. So we had to have conversations with them with Google Translate.
Oh wow.
Um, yeah, but yeah, I mean they're really into the characters now.
How
So
does that happen that you come across a couple of dudes who you end up working with but can't string a sentence together? That
um,
is so fucking wild.
Charlie found them on. Do you know Fiverr?
Oh yes, yes.
Yes, Charlie found them on Fiverr. They're a couple of Colombian guys. John does mostly really elaborate poster work, and Nick does
Yeah.
the most sort of the panel stuff. But together they're brilliant. Yeah, just chance, total chance. But they've done stuff for FIFA. Um, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
they weren't just a couple of skids looking for work. These
No,
were
not at all. No,
That's
no.
that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
If one thing is true, and I'm sure you'll agree, because I know because my partner who I mentioned earlier, I think, she's come away from it for a while now. But when we met, she was writing a novel in her head,
Right.
and I heard two or three or four iterations of it because she was constantly editing, right?
Yeah.
And at one point, she got out her pens and pad, or sketchbook rather, and all fucking freehand, for Christ's sake, she created a small catalog of characters.
Yes.
And we were talking one time about why, because she went to art school, but she dropped out because she was bored. Um,
Right.
but regardless of that, I asked her one time why with this novel she never tried to self-publish or tried to go through the process of getting it out there, right?
Right.
And she said, "Do you realize how competitive it is?
It is competitive. Yeah, it is.
And there's no recipe, is there?
No, no. They either like it or they don't. It's just the way it is.
You can be, and that's the crappy part of it for folks like
Yeah.
yourself or my guy down in the States with Ethereal Comics.
Mm.
Um, unless you're fucking DC or Marvel,
Yeah.
it's a cat fight.
It is. Yeah.
It's
But,
and it,
but what I would say to anybody is just don't give up, because you keep promoting, you keep pushing it out there. You do. I mean, it's taken us a while to get a decent set of readers, but we're there now. I don't think I'd be a millionaire out of it, but it's a nice, small success. So, you know,
yeah. So,
yeah,
well, you mentioned right now about being a millionaire. I do know you have a day job. Um,
yeah.
but in terms of the Girls on Tour series, projecting down the road a little bit, any thoughts for yourself or the team in terms of any dreams that you might want this to turn into? Because you
Uh,
never know what'll happen.
I mean, we've talked about it, and yeah, I mean, if the right person came along and said, "Oh, yeah, we want to do a TV series out of it,"
Like an investor or
um,
something.
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be right. We wouldn't want to change it too much. I mean, I know um, TV companies, they change stuff so much, but
Oh yeah.
if you change it too much from the comic books, the fans will have you.
Oh, of course. Oh yes. And that's
uh,
true of the movie community as well.
yes, very much so.
All these remakes and reboots that are out there. You'll see on Facebook or Instagram this movie's being remade, and this
Yeah,
original character is now done like this,
yeah,
and people fucking explode.
yeah, they do.
I mean, for Christ's sake, they did it with Archie.
Yes, that's right.
When the new Archie series launched, I have the first edition. It's a magazine style book of the new series that they launched. I got it just for nostalgia reasons, just to check it out. And we're gonna take Riverdale out of it, that fucking series. I
Mm.
I tried that on. I couldn't fucking do it. It was too dark, and I'm old school. Like, give me Archie. I don't know why they did with that what they did, but in terms of the new relaunch for Archie, I don't know. I'm maybe a traditionalist, but uh, don't make Jughead non-binary. Like,
No, yeah,
am
just
I am I off base here at all, or is
no.
it
I'm all
speaking?
for I'm all
Are
for
they
new
are they trying
directions, but
to are they trying to
if it
speak
ain't
to a
broke,
new audience or something?
well, no, you shouldn't change the characters, even if you're trying to appeal to a new audience. You should keep the characters the same.
Grow
And
them
if you
up a
want to
little bit
write
and
a
develop
binary
them.
character, hmm?
Grow them up a little bit maybe, and define
Oh
them a little
yeah,
more as adults.
yeah,
But don't
yeah.
don't don't reinvent the wheel,
No,
because there's gonna be some 60 or 70-year-old out there who was reading Archie when they were 12 years old and going,
what's this?
you took Veronica Lodge away from me, or some such thing. What I do, even though I'm bitching and kvetching about what they did with Archie, I'm thinking again, and likening things that probably shouldn't be compared, but it's all fascinating to me. Um, okay, so we have the whatever the fuck they did with Archie, and we're going to come back to Girls on Tour for a second, because I have thoughts in my head on this as well, going back to um, I guess the vibe or the feeling of what a graphic novel is.
Right.
Because in the early stages when we were talking about this a while ago, um, one of the first fucking words you said to me was tits.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't get a
for,
lot of tits in comic books, would you?
well, for those who don't know, and I might include myself in that, because I honestly don't know. Um, for any graphic novel series and I mean, I know you mentioned earlier that it's for a certain audience.
Yeah.
How much of a component is attractive women or attractive people? Are graphic novels like that by design or by choice with the authors or creators
It's
rather?
choice. It's choice by the creators. We didn't originally intend to make them so visually appealing, but the artist just ran with it, and we thought, okay, and it worked. So, but we had no intention of making them so voluptuous and bare-chested and how they are. But that's the way it's turned out, and it works. So, all credit to the Nick and John. So.
I've actually, well, like I said earlier, I only have surface knowledge on this, so this is all really fascinating for me.
Mm.
Um, with my surface knowledge, that's why I wanted to bring that up, because I don't know of any publication in that realm that's um like a little Molly homemaker kind of series, to coin a phrase.
Right.
all,
Okay.
all the ones I've seen are like edgy and sexy and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And I fucking adore it,
Most of
by the
them.
way. No harm, no foul.
No, no, no.
I find it really amazing. And you know what I also noticed? You're one of the script writers, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. How it works is Charlie will come up with the basic idea, although more recently we both come up with ideas, and then I'll write the first draft on my own, and he'll do the second draft on his own, and then we'll work together on the third draft. And then usually by the third or fourth, it's ready to go. So.
How much when you're writing the dialogue, how much you just mentioned the second and third drafts and so on, how much editing is involved in this?
Um,
Is it a lot of fucking work?
Not really. I mean, the core of it's done in the first couple of drafts. But we tweak dialogue between us. So, yeah, that's not working. Okay, we'll put this in. No, that's not working. That's not funny. We'll put that in. So it's little things like that. So yeah.
Are there any? There's what? Four characters? Three characters?
There's four girls.
Okay.
Originally there were five. There was another one called Iona, but we wrote her out because she didn't really do anything. But yes, there's
Lazy
four.
bitch.
Quite.
when you're scripting for this sort of thing, given the fact that there's a cluster of characters, is there any sort of character personality development in terms of the scripting, and you and your team will sit back and say, okay, we're working with this dialogue and we have this line in mind, but she wouldn't say this, but she would.
Yeah. Well, very much so in the first
Like, do you like?
two.
I
Very much.
guess in other words, basically a dialogue storyboard, if you will.
Well, what me and Charlie do, we spend endless nights getting drunk, saying what the girls would say to each other in this scene, that scene, and that scene, and it usually works. So I do loads of screen grabs of what we've said, because I'll forget them in the morning because we're both drunk on wine. So yeah. So my phone is just littered with about 500 screen grabs of dialogue and scenes that I should remember, but I don't. But yeah, it's always nice to. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so yeah.
That is so fun. And you know that we go back. We were speaking about realism a second ago with Mad Magazine and all that.
Yeah.
That I enjoy as well, because
Yeah, yeah.
you sent me the links and a few panels and so on to get a grasp of what was going on.
Right.
The few that did work for me, and then that's none of your fault. Um, that grabbed my attention. What I read,
Yeah.
it made me feel like I was reading the adventures of real people,
Yes. Well, that's what we
and
went for. See,
that's
because
so fucking cool.
when we did the first one, we said, right, we're not doing superheroes. Superheroes have been done to death. No superpowers. No great big Darth Vader people. We're doing real girls from real situations. So yeah, they're just in extraordinary situations. But
Yeah.
um,
Are you familiar with the A-Team from the 80s? Remember
of
them?
course,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course,
It strikes me that's how this strikes me.
yeah,
Without the paramilitary element.
yes, yes, yeah. They're
Which
quite
is
close knit like that. They hate
completely,
each other, but they love each other too.
and that's what makes it work. It's
Yeah,
so the real element. I remember I was reading one of the links that you sent me. It was a short little short little thing, and a couple of the girls were talking, and the
Yeah.
dialogue opened up with one of them looking at the other and going, "Shut the fuck up!"
Yeah, pretty much.
And like
Yeah.
dialogue, dialogue, dialogue. I told you to shut up.
Yes.
I'm like, I said, what the fuck am I reading? It was brilliant. Oh, and just so you know, I do plan on I have to find the link again on Amazon because I do want to pick that up.
Right. Well, you
I'm
can get it in
gonna
Walmart now. Do you have Walmart over there?
Walmart?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can get it at Walmart now.
Oh, I'm not touching Walmart. No,
Okay, well,
no,
okay,
no.
that's fine.
No, I'd rather. Well, nowadays, if you go on Walmart online, it works the same as Amazon. Really, I don't know why, but
Yeah.
you'll go on to Walmart.ca and you'll find blam 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 blam, and none of it is Walmart. I don't know what they
Yes.
did.
No, I know. But they own a supermarket chain over here called Asda. So,
Oh,
but
who
it's
Walmart does?
basically the same shop. They just renamed it for over here.
Ah. It's
Yeah.
funny you just mentioned that because, like I mentioned earlier, I have a working knowledge of how the UK is,
Yeah.
and every now and then a friend of mine will mention something like, "Oh, what's that store?" I've heard two stores or shops rather. Um, I've heard Tesco, and
Yeah.
I've heard Harrods. I don't know what Harrods is.
Harrods is like a big posh store in London, which nobody can afford except posh people.
Would Harrods be on the high street?
It is on the high street, yeah.
Ah, see,
But there's only like
I know some of the phrasing.
I think there's only one of them though. So,
Okay. Oh, so Harrods is kind of uh,
yes.
uppy up.
Um, I don't know if it's still owned by the Fayeds, but you know Danielle Fayed's father, he was romantically linked to Lady Princess Diana.
No.
No, well, anyway, his father used to own Harrods. So. Totally lost.
I, Hi,
Moving on.
Gambit. Welcome to the show. Yeah, sorry, I have surface knowledge. I'm no professor.
Okay.
Um, so what's Tesco?
Tesco is probably the biggest
Is it like a department store?
I wouldn't say it's a department store, but it's like your main shopping outlet for groceries and clothes and things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like Walmart or Target over here.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And you know what's funny? And I mean, this is we're just talking stupid here right now, but every time I've heard one of my peeps over in England mention Tesco, they
Yeah.
never have anything good to say about it.
Well, no.
Which I find hysterical.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them are open all night, but they never got anything you want. So yeah.
So you've got there's what two there's two issues of Girls on Tour on Amazon, correct?
4. There's
Oh, is
only
there
room for
four?
5. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I only saw two.
Yeah,
Or
there's part 1, part 2, part 3, and then there's
oh,
what we did on our holidays, which is a separate one. And then we wrote it last year, but there's Boogaloo part 1, part 2 will be out later in the summer. And I'm quite ahead because I've written with Charlie well into next year. So yes, so there's 4 at the moment physically, but you can get 5 online.
that's really cool. I
Yeah,
fucking
we've been
love
busy.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I just reminded myself of the artwork. Are you familiar with Archer on Netflix?
Oh yes, yeah, we like Archer.
Same. Yeah. Yeah. What a fucking narcissistic, arrogant prick he is, but I love it.
He is, but it's very watchable.
Oh, completely. Yeah. Yeah. And why I mention Archer is, again, going back to the artwork and the process of such a project like a graphic novel. I don't know what it's called, but when someone watches a series like Archer, you notice everything has a hard black outline on it.
Yes.
Is there a name for that? You
If there
know?
is, I don't know what it is. If there is one, I don't
Oh,
know.
so we're both drifting in the breeze on
I'll,
that one.
I'll ask John and Nick later.
But I do. For myself, from an amateur or a consumer point of view, what I do enjoy is, and again, this is only my surface knowledge. I see similarities, and maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do see similarities between something like Archer and something like Girls on Tour.
Yes.
Although artistically, I will say that the artwork, aside from the construction of the panels,
Yeah.
is way cleaner. It's more clean than something like Archer.
Yeah. We get a lot of that. Yeah. People tell us that. Yeah.
And therein again, I guess, comes the Archie factor. Let's say it's really clean.
Yes. Yes.
Who's the who's be you're so you're one of the co-script writers. Who's behind all the artistry? Are there two or three? Oh, these guys. It's the Colombian dudes, right?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
artists.
John and Nick. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so amazing. Is there a process behind uh to make a movie reference, like wardrobe, what they're going to wear, and so on?
Oh yeah. I mean, when we finish scripting, we'll just do little notes or picture references, like in the indents, and hopefully, like most of the stage, like the direction in the script is enough for them. But sometimes they'll come back and say, "Oh, what do you think she should wear?" And then it's mostly Charlie who will say, like they'll send them picture references from this, that, and the other. So we're all, because there's a girls on tour chat group, of course there is, on WhatsApp. So all of us on there are part of it. So if any of us have a question, one of the others will have the answer. Yeah. And because they're in Colombia, sometimes they'll send a question in the middle of the night. We won't see it until the morning. So
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. Oh, that's totally true. Because when I had my Twitch thing going on, I was in contact with a collective of female DJs down in Argentina, and
yeah,
I actually interviewed one of them, and they're only a time zone away or two from me. So when I would send them a message, they wouldn't get it. They'd be
yeah, sure,
sleeping or whatever. Yeah.
yeah,
What was I going to say? Oh, we were talking about the wardrobe selection and things. When
yes,
that's decided, this is kind of cool to me. As we know in movies and so on, they can take real or even fashion shows for inspiration that a designer will take from and so on. Um, when you're sitting back going, okay, this girl's going to wear this, she's going to wear that, and so on.
yeah.
Despite the storyboard factor, are references taken from real life
Oh, sure, yeah.
for
I mean,
costuming the girls, or is it all imagination?
Charlie knows Romanian girls, and I was part of that world for a while. So I'm au fait with what the fashion was or is. So yeah, when we're writing, we try and give a decent description of what the girls are wearing. In the first one, before we'd even finished the script, we sent a description of all the clothes they should wear. So, yeah. So
there's
very
hardcore research behind it.
Yeah, very specific jackets, very specific trainers, very specific leggings. So yeah,
That's fucking cool.
yeah.
I had no idea there was so much legwork involved in it.
Well, yeah.
So you're not just tossing off this for the sake of it.
No.
This is a fucking hardcore project.
You have to do your research, because there's always someone who's going to say, "Yeah, that's not right. Actually, that never happens." So he's not here anymore. But Charlie's friend Roy, who used to be an ambulance man and a police officer, we used to use him for technical advice. Sadly, he's passed away now, but he was invaluable in the first couple. So yeah, and we do a lot of research for stuff, because they work for the government, and we have to make sure they work for the right people. So.
So due to the nature of Girls on Tour, you folks actually had people that you could call on in a consultative nature.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, we want to get it right. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Because think of that divide, right?
Yeah.
You're writing something that's fiction.
Yeah.
But now that I'm saying it, if I was doing that, I would want to do the same.
Yeah.
That's so.
But even tiny little details like radio talking, when the police talk to each other in the story. We double check that's how they talk to each other on the radio. So.
Yeah. Certain lingo and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, who the fuck would think of that? Right? That is, again, I know I keep saying I have surface knowledge of this, but damn, that is so that I don't know if other series put this amount of effort into their work, because I don't know who they are. But
maybe not so much in fantasy stuff like superhero stuff, but if you're doing realism, you've got to have a certain element of realism.
Well, that's what I was about to say, and the fact that y'all have taken the steps to find real life people who are in the industries that you're fictitiously dealing with, to offer okay, don't do that, or do this, or change this, and so on.
Yeah.
That is so that only offers to the realism of it, and holy shit, that's a credit to you and your team for me.
Yeah.
That's fucking top drawer. I don't know. Do you, when you bring these kind of folks on? Yes, it's in a consultative nature, but are they doing it out of the kindness of their hearts? Is there any financial things involved?
No, I don't think so. Admittedly, most of them are friends of Charlie's, because the nature of the work he does, he meets a lot of people like that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you'll just ask him a question in the middle of the night. Would you say this on the radio? Go, no, Charlie, they wouldn't. So it's just like that. There's no sort of money changing hands. It's just friends just double checking with friends. So.
So it's just they're just good people, and they're willing to offer information.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I taking away from this for a second. I have someone in my life who, if I have a certain, well, I've got a few people actually, but one to be specific, sometimes to do with performing, sometimes not. Sometimes it's just my own curiosity, because I'm a bit of a what would you call it? one of my nerdisms is the penal system or the justice system, right? Whether it be the U.S. or Canada. For some reason, I I like researching how the penal system works because my late father used to work in it when I was a kid, and I learned a
All
lot about
right.
it through.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he worked back home. He worked in the 70s, I think, maybe I don't know. I think so. We have one prison on Prince Edward Island, and he worked there.
Yeah.
And then when I was in about grade 4 or 5 or so, we had a young offenders facility open up in town, and he worked there from the minute they opened until he retired.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As an aside, how's that? When I was 12 years old, which is old enough to go into the center, I got caught for shoplifting.
Of course you did.
Oh, my dad was none too pleased. Oh my God.
Mm.
Oh, he strung me up. Fuck.
I can imagine.
Oh,
Uh,
he kicked my ass. Oi, I'll never forget. You don't forget that kind of thing.
no, no.
Um, but going back to the person I was mentioning a second ago, and I'm grateful to have this person in my life. I find it really cool that whether it be for your own morbid curiosities or for something on a more beefy level, like what you and your folks are doing,
Yeah.
I think it's really cool when people are willing to offer that information. It's really fucking
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I mean, um, this sort of thing, especially with the first one, we just scrimped and borrowed and purged just to get it out, and we've kind of sort of sold the farm on doing it. Well, Charlie has more, but we put everything into it. So if you're going to do something like that, you've got to make sure it's right. Um,
We were talking about your move off the top
yeah.
from where you were to where you are.
Yes.
Sorry?
Yes.
Yeah. Um, artistic background for you.
Right.
Did you draw or write as a kid? Take
I
art in
did draw as
school?
yeah, I did draw as a kid. I was quite a good drawer, artist. And then I developed a tremor in my hands, so I can't draw anymore. I just can't draw. I miss doing it, but yeah, I can do like sketches, quick sketches, and like stick men and stuff, but I just can't. My hands won't let me. So
Are you a southpaw?
I start. No, I'm a righty.
On the camera, it's your left. I see your left hand.
Yeah,
That's your
just
right
that.
hand. Oh, so you had an affliction that took your drawing ability away.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, how did that develop? Do you remember? Did it?
Um, it started. Well, I didn't find out till a couple of years ago. It's from my asthma medication.
Oh,
So, yeah, my asthma medication since I was 12. Actually, had a neuro. No, I can't say it. Neuro effect on my nervous system, especially my hands. So, I mean, I can still like use the phone, type, but anything complicated and intricate, I can't do. So,
now you have me curious. What the word you're trying to think of? Neuro something.
yes, neurological. That's it. Yeah.
I was going to say that too. Yeah, neurological. There we go. Oh, that's from asthma medication.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't find out till a couple of years ago. But
I've never heard of because my niece, um, she was on a puffer for years when she was
yeah,
a kid. I
yeah.
didn't know if you hadn't said that just now, I never would have known that there could be such a complication involved.
It doesn't happen with everybody, but it's quite common. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So artistic
The blue
background.
one. Just the blue one. Not the others, just the blue one. So,
Oh, is that the regular one?
yes. Yeah. But I
Oh,
don't take
okay.
it anymore. I'm on new medication. But yes.
Ah,
I still have to take meds for my hands because, yeah, they still shake. So.
you're on new medication and it's in liquid form and it's red.
Well, it's slightly gold. Is that what you meant? No.
I love it. I love it. So artistic kid, much like myself, because I used to draw Archie and Garfield when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I got so good in grade 4 and 5 that I'd be sitting up in my room because I used to look and then draw and then look and then draw, and I'd run
Yeah.
downstairs and show mom and dad what I did, and they'd be like, "Oh, keep going, you're doing so well."
Yeah.
I fell away from it years ago, but I wish I could get back into it. Maybe I will someday. Um,
Yeah.
with your artistic background in mind and meeting the team and all that, how did all that develop?
Well, okay, it's a long story. Hang on, I'm going really dark. So I'll just turn the light up a bit.
Yeah.
That's better. You can see me now.
Yay!
Right. I got invited to a party in South London. You won't know where it is. It's called Crystal Palace. Let me think. 15 years ago now. And that's where I met Charlie at a party. And he was looking for models to work on his book that he was doing called Hard Kill, because I think he was either trying to make it into a film or a comic book. I can't remember, but it's such a long time ago. Anyway, I met him and I just helped him with picking these Indian girls because it's full of Indian girls. And we got chatting and he told me about his book. And I thought, yeah, okay. As did everybody else at the party. But eventually I did read the book and it was really good. And then I must have been a year later, he was talking about script, getting his friend T to script it so they could do something with it, either a film or a graphic novel. Anyway, I got roped into doing the script of it. And that's how I springboarded into doing screenplays. I don't always work with Charlie, but I do work a lot with Charlie. So yeah, I did the script of his book, and nothing much came of it, but he did get a graphic novel out of it, which wasn't that great, to be honest. But I think it's still available on Amazon. Anyway, I scripted it, but it is a good book. So anyway, that moved on, and I got a few more jobs script writing for other people. But in the meantime, Charlie and I did a few jobs together. We were bashing ideas around, and it wasn't until about 3 or 4 years ago, he sort of came to me, right, I've got a fantastic idea for a film. We're going to do Girls on Tour. It's about these girls who are prostitutes and they're going to work for the government and they're going to do all these great things. I thought, okay, Charlie, all right. And slowly he convinced me, and it was a good idea. And about over 6 months, we bashed ideas around, and we made mock-ups of artwork about how the girls should look and stuff. And eventually, I have a great big, thick black book full of notes from girls. Luckily, one thing I can do with my hands is write shorthand. I'm so glad I did, because Charlie talks 100 miles an hour. I'd never write it down properly. So I wrote all this stuff down, and we did the first draft with Iona, who we eventually cut out because she didn't really do anything. And then we did 2 or 3 drafts, and we got up to the 4th one. I said, right, I'm going to find a couple of artists now. And he did. And that's how it spawned. I mean, it's just come out of nowhere. I've never expected. I mean, I've done sort of script work before. I come from a theatre background, but I didn't think I'd end up doing this. If he's told me 20 years ago I'd be writing a comic book for a few quid, I'd have laughed in your face. But yeah, here we are.
Hey, I've had the same conversation with myself about performing.
Yeah.
So even though I've only been doing it for, well, this June would have been two years,
Yeah.
but so many times due to the material I perform, I'll do something, I'll toss something off, and I'll come off stage and I'll say to myself, did I just fucking do that?
Yeah.
Or I'll say to myself, if you had asked me in or if you had told me in high school at 18 years old that I'd be fucking in my mid to late 40s on a drag stage tossing off, whatever I do, I'd be like, are you fucking high?
Yeah.
You know what? I had my assumptions and you just confirmed them there. You were a theater kid.
Yes. Yeah.
And that makes every bit of sense. So I presume this was high school into university. How did that work for you?
Well, my parents were actors, not professionals, but like Andram, and they both acted for years and years and years. That's how they met, actually, through theatre. And then, of course, I got dragged to every show, all the rehearsals and everything. I kind of liked it, and I did a bit of acting, and I acted on about 6 or 7 plays. And then just thought it wasn't for me, but I liked theatre. So I got into backstage, lighting, sound, and I enjoyed that much more. The creative side, really. And I studied script writing.
So you had more of a preference for making for creating the show rather than being in it.
Yeah. Really. Yeah. I mean, everybody thinks when they're tiny, I'm going to Hollywood, I'm going to be a star. Everybody does.
I've always wondered this because I've heard the screenwriter word before. Everyone has. Is there a difference between, well, there is, but I don't know what it is, between screenwriting and scripting? Can you walk me through that a little bit?
There's not much difference. The only difference is screenwriting is like you're writing a movie, so you got to write a page a minute. So you've got to write at least 90 pages for a script, sometimes more. So, but scripting on its own, that could be for anything, like a 5 minutes like television thing, or even just a YouTube video.
Something that simple, huh?
Something that simple, yeah. So there's not a lot of difference. The principle's the same when you write. It's just scripting is just the basic umbrella of it all, and screenwriting is more for movies and television. So.
Did you sound like you have like professor level knowledge on this? Is this all acquired knowledge, or did you learn did you pick all this up through your theater background?
Some of it is in the theater, but I've always loved movies, all kinds of movies, from B movies to trashy stuff to big golden Hollywood epics. I love movies. So I studied their structure on my own, not even doing it in school. So I wanted to know how every part of it was made. So I got loads of film books about film. the big coffee table books,
Sure.
weigh 3 tons, um, and it's quite
I
funny
do that.
because while I was studying all that, I was listening to punk and goth. And the two shouldn't really mix, but they do. And so yeah, I was listening to that and reading that, and yeah. So it's all acquired knowledge. No, I've never been to stage school or film school or anything. It's I just
Well,
soak it up.
there's no rules, right?
Right.
Just
Yeah.
because, and I mean, fuck, there's anyone who knows me, and I include you in this. Um, everyone knows I'm a Howard Stern fan,
Yeah.
and it's no secret that for music, at least, he's interviewed like fucking music royalty,
Yeah. Yeah.
and one common thread that exists during all the musician interviews that he's conducted, especially with guitarists.
Mm.
And because he's taken up guitar himself actually in the last few years,
Yeah.
and he's taken a few lessons here and there, but nothing to write home about. But the common thread that always comes up when he talks to a guitarist is lessons.
Mm.
And time after time after time, they all tell him, I've never taken a lesson and I can't read music.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
And he's talking to some of the best guitarists
Oh yeah. Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
industry,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
take as an easy example, Metallica
Yeah.
or Crew even.
Even
They've never, or one of my favorites, John Five. I love watching John Five interviews.
yeah. Actually, going all the way back, not even Paul McCartney. He doesn't read music. He just plays
This
it
is
as it.
true. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Not a note, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't that blow your mind?
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of the most iconic fucking figures in the music industry. Ask them to read a sheet of music.
Yeah.
Can't fucking do it.
No.
And they're and they're living legends. I find that amazing.
Yeah.
In true radio fashion, because I'm a radio nerd, I do want to remind everyone that we're 20 minutes into our first hour, and we're talking to the lovely Danielle Fray today, screenwriter, as we've just talked about, and co-creator of Girls on Tour,
Girls on tour.
available on Amazon if you got a couple of beans in your jeans. Um, we run kind of fast and loose around here. If you like, we're going to take a quick 2-second break. You can go for a pee, refresh your drink or whatever, and then we'll come right back.
Okay. All right. Will do.
All right.
Chin chin. Chin
Chin
chin.
chin. Throughout today's show, I've noticed that a lot of y'all are coming in and out of the chat. I really fucking appreciate you all for tuning in. For those of you who are watching and who have been watching, we took that 2-second break because I do run my show a little fast and loose, and despite the fact that I'm a radio nerd, and a typical radio show is what, 4 hours or so, with no breaks. When I do my live sessions, because things can get lengthy and a little beefy sometimes, I'm the kind of person where once it gets to a certain hour or a certain time, I like to interrupt a little bit and let people stretch their legs and so on if need be. So yeah. I don't know how many live streams or interview format type shows y'all watch, if any, but that's how I rock around here. But that said, I do appreciate y'all for tuning in, tuning out, coming back, enjoying the conversation. And that's what I'm also here to offer y'all. As much as this is about Danielle's work with Girls on Tour, I'm not without a heart. So I thank you all for watching and having some patience with us for the little break and everything. So we're all topped up, are we?
Yeah, sorry about that. All that wine's made me piss like a racehorse.
You're rocking the cava, are you?
Oh yes. Prosecco, actually.
Oh, we've elevated.
Yes, we have.
Good.
Not quite champagne. Not quite champagne. But...
I've got fucking low rent Bud Light over here.
Well.
I can't. It was pure convenience because I could have gone down to the off license and got a couple of area, which is my preference. But I just went across to the gas station and got a couple of.
Oh, I loaded up last night.
I had a thought, and by the way, while you were gone, I was explaining to people how I do this and why we took the break and so on. And in my best radio personality, coming back from the break, I do want to, as we're continuing here, I do want to express my gratitude for you being here.
Oh no, not at all.
This is. I find I've said this once, twice, thrice throughout the show. I do find this entire world really fucking fascinating. It's so fucking great. And I mentioned earlier that I'm going to pick one of the editions up from Amazon because I really want to get into this. This is so fucking cool. So you have my respect.
Fall in love with it, you will.
Pardon me?
You will fall in love with it.
Oh, I'm sure I will. Yes, I have no doubts whatsoever. Cheers, my love.
Chin chin.
Earlier, when we were discussing the trajectory, I forget what we were talking about specifically, but it was the evolution of how you got to where you are, and I think the team involved. Because I have a memory like a sieve. And at one point you mentioned Romania.
Yes.
Let's rewind to that for a second. What was that about?
Well, the girls are from Romania, but Charlie originally is from Hungary, which is next door to Romania. So all that sort of culture is part of his youth and upbringing. So he knows everything about it. So, and of course, we've both known people in that world for different reasons, but yeah, he understands the culture and how they would talk, how they would react to things in England or even America, that you or I would just think is normal. So they'll probably think it's strange. So
When you say things like in that world, I don't know what that means.
prostitution. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier, right? The characters in the series.
Yes. Yeah, they're all
Ah,
escorts.
okay. There's the tie-in. Yeah, see my memory? Yeah. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And therein again lies the realism.
Yes. Yeah.
That is so wow, that is so fucked up. That's amazing. So again, research.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, they get elevated from, well, not elevated, I don't think, but they get taken from the prostitute world up into working for the government, as spies. It all happens very slowly, but yeah. But even over the recent stories, they're still prostitutes. They're just working for British intelligence. So yeah.
So in the series, they're still working girls, but
Oh yeah, yeah,
they've
absolutely.
got. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, they like the money, don't they? So
So essentially, they've gone from working girls and gotten a massive promotion,
yes, absolutely.
so to speak.
Yeah, but
That is
because they're so institutionalized about doing what they do, as prostitutes, they still do it as well as being spies. So um,
there's a twist,
yeah,
plot
yeah.
twist.
So yeah, they have a day job and a night job.
And for all intent and purpose, they're both night jobs,
Yes, absolutely.
in a sense, right? That is so that is so cool. And you know what? Going back to the artwork again, because you know, I'm sorry, I work kind of fast and loose and I'm kind of a squirrel on a wheel here. Um,
Yes, sir.
Going back to the artwork for a second and my fascination with that. Walk me through, like we talked about wardrobe, dialogue, etc. Physical character design.
Yes.
How does that happen? Is it all imagination or is it taken from real life and
Um,
adapted?
I'd say about 20% of it is imagination. The rest is people we know. And Elena, the big girl, is basically me 20 years ago.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, so it's okay. I see this woman or that woman, and so
Yeah.
this character should look like her.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
so fucking
And if you
cool.
notice, Elena's got red streaks in her hair, like
Yes.
me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go.
Oh, now I've got the whole Romanian thing in my head and like human trafficking and all that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, we don't get too political. We just like to socially comment on stuff. So, you know,
there is a difference, right?
yeah,
Social commentary is much different than if me and you were sitting down going, okay, this, and this level
yeah,
of government should do this.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man,
yeah,
is it in terms of the whole prostitution thing,
yeah,
and taking I guess real life and adapting it to the girls in the series.
yeah.
Um, I don't know what your knowledge is of the Romanian community, so to speak, but we can both agree that it's not just Romania. It's fucking global. Everyone
Oh,
knows
yeah,
that.
absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. We just
Um,
took a tiny piece of it and said, yeah, this is kind of what's going on here. So, yeah.
we're kind of gonna get real here as much as I can muster. just for my own curiosities. I know a little bit about how it works over here, and kind of leaning into our penal system conversation earlier. And it's a fucking bottleneck situation, regardless of what you're doing. How much do you have any knowledge at all of the Romanian scene, or is that all your friend?
It is mostly Charlie, but over since we did the first couple, I've sort of taught myself Romanian culture. I know some of the language. I don't know all of it. I'm nowhere near fluent, but actually, we've just translated the first part into Romanian for the Romanian audience, because it's resonated with some of the girls that come from there.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I wouldn't say I'm completely down with it. Charlie is more than I am, but yeah, I mean, the culture, the music. I love Romanian pop music. Since we did the second one, I've totally got into Romanian pop music. I have a playlist on YouTube that's about 30 songs long, and it's all Romanian pop music. You wouldn't know who they are, but I love
Yeah.
it.
I've watched the odd DJ on Twitch, and every now and then, if I like a song that they're playing, I'll put in their live chat, "Oh, what's that song?"
Yeah.
And they'll tell me, or they'll type it into the chat, and I'm like, I got no fucking idea who that is.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if it's a more common dance song or techno song,
Yeah.
everyone will know it. But there are the rare moments, like I watched this guy from Denmark, I believe,
Yeah.
and he'd be playing stuff like, I'm like, what the fuck is that? It happens all too often with me. In my own right, I'm a bit of a music encyclopedia, but I have my limits.
Yes. Yes.
What's Romanian pop sound like?
It's just Euro pop. I mean, it varies. I mean, they do their own rapping. They do a lot of their own pop music. There's a couple of artists on there that do really, really good pop music. Some much better than England or America, because it's totally different. It's written by the people who sing it, rather than producers who write like standard pop songs. They say, "Oh yeah, this is going to be a hit. You sing this. You don't want to write it. We'll write it. You sing it." No, there's none of that. They write their own stuff. They produce their own stuff, and it's totally different sound.
So it's not a situation where I'm remembering. Oh, what's that song? Oh, I forget if it was Rihanna or Pink or something.
Mm.
But Ed Sheeran wrote a song that was meant for one of those two.
Right.
But because of how he wrote it, the person he wrote it for was glazed over, and this other singer got it instead.
Oh,
no,
yes.
was it Ed Sheeran or Justin Bieber or something?
I seem to recall something like that, but I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, me neither. And the only difference, I think it was Rihanna, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. I don't know. But at the end of it, the artist who got the song got it because there was explicit language in it. And that's all there was to it.
That will do it.
Because the one, and I don't know why I'm thinking of Justin Bieber, but I think it was Ed Sheeran. Yeah. Because the one that he wrote didn't have any swear words in it.
Oh, okay.
But it was changed when Rihanna or whoever got their hands on it, and they did beautifully with it. So
could be.
So that kind of ties into what you're saying, or it's a departure rather from what you're saying. The artists that you're talking about, like much like rappers over here and anywhere, they write their own
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
That's well, you got to tip your hat to that.
yeah, yeah,
That fascinates me too. Talking about music, you talked about Euro a second ago.
yeah.
There was a documentary that me and my partner watched a handful of years ago about the
Right,
music scene.
right.
Speaking of Euro, I didn't know this until we watched the documentary. Every single song that's on the top 40, I guess, right, the charts,
Yeah.
is written by folks in Sweden. And one
I have heard that. Yeah.
and one of and this took me by surprise. One of the top people involved. Do you remember the group E-Type?
Vaguely,
I'm,
vaguely.
if you heard one of their songs, they've got a song called "I've Got Life" or something like this. It was
Right.
back in like 2003 or something. Oh, Dementia's decided to join us. Hello, Dementia.
Dementia.
Yay! But yeah, it like I'm saying the whole Sweden thing.
Yeah.
One of the people who's a driving force in that is the guy from E-Type
Right. That makes sense.
because he owns an entire company devoted to it.
Yeah.
That was so like every fucking song, every like dance pop bullshit top 40 song
Yeah.
on North American soil
Yeah.
and arguably over the pond
Yeah.
comes from these geniuses in Sweden.
Yeah.
How much of a mind fuck is that?
They just write good tunes. I mean, look at ABBA.
That is so amazing, right? Because I
Yeah.
mean, flip the switch for a second. We talked about guitarists earlier and people like
Yeah.
Metallica and so on.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody in Sweden writing a Metallica song.
Well, no, maybe. Do you remember Europe?
Very
The
much
band,
so.
the
Yes.
band Europe. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe then, but yeah,
I
they kind of
love
fizzled
Europe.
out, didn't they?
I remember. Fuck. It's funny you just mentioned Europe. I remember I was a kid at my family's homestead for a birthday party for somebody. Somebody in my family was turning 198 or whatever it was, and I'm like this big. I'm just a little toddler, whatever. And somebody put me in the living room and put the TV on.
Right.
I didn't know how to work it because it wasn't my house. So I'm fucking around with the remote trying to toss around the channels and whatever, and I couldn't get it to work. So I'm sitting there frustrated with myself because I couldn't get the TV to work. So regardless of that, what comes on? The final countdown. And I sat there glued.
Yeah.
I was like, what's this?
I like it.
I didn't know what rock music was. I didn't know who Europe was.
Yeah.
I was just a wee thing, and I was like, wow, I don't know what this is, but I like it.
Yeah, I had the same experience when I first heard punk.
Oh yeah?
Because my parents never let me listen to pop music till I was about 10.
Oh?
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, they were quite liberated, but just they wouldn't let me watch like Top of the Pops over here, which is like which was the big TV show for music.
I know Top of
But
the Pops, yep.
yeah, but they used to run the top 40 on radio, and that's how I got listening to music. And all of a sudden, I heard all these punk songs. It was like the tail end of punk because it's like 79, 80. So yeah, I caught the Damned, the Sex Pistols, and the Clash. And thought, this is cool. So yeah. That's how I got into punk. It's just you just hear it and it just resonates.
Now this is cool for me, and I'll tell you why. For those that don't know, if you can't fucking tell, Danielle is UK based. So when she says, oh, there she is. When Danielle says she's listening to punk, she's not sitting back listening to Blink 182 or all this post-punk nonsense.
No,
When
no, no.
Danielle says she's listening to fucking punk, like she just said, this is fucking punk.
Yeah.
All the Clash. And how old did you say you were?
About 9 or 10.
Oh.
Yeah.
So earlier, same for me earlier when I mentioned I was finding out about Motley Crue and all that with my friend.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah.
Yeah.
And you were as enthralled as I was.
Oh yeah, it just, when you hear something like that, it just goes, right, that's what I want to like. That's what I want to, resonate with.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's so. Did we mentioned your music preferences earlier? So punk is still a mainstay in your life, even though you have a lexicon like I do of musical tastes.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, punk and goth, they're always my go-to. But I like metal as well, and we both like Motley Crue. So,
Are there? I just thought of this. Overly, you just mentioned Crew. There's countless metal and glam bands over here in North America.
yeah.
But this I don't know. Or maybe you can shed some light on this for me. You got your Metallicas and Dokken and Wasp and all this over here. Are there any? And call me an idiot if you want. I'm green on this. Are there any bands that are homegrown overseas? I
I think the closest you'll ever get is something like Tiger Tails. You heard of Tiger Tails? No. Yeah, they were pretty glam, and they had a really big hit album in the UK. They're actually Welsh, they're not English.
Oh.
But yeah, they had a great, big, huge album called Berserk, and they got screwed by the record company on their second album, and they just fizzled out. But they're still going, they're still touring. But yeah, Tiger Tails were the big ones over here.
I know of one group,
Yeah.
Nightwish.
Oh, Nightwish. Yeah, I love Nightwish.
That's as far as I go.
But they're not English. They're like they're Norwegian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what are they? Are they metal? Are they? I don't know what they are.
Sort of. Oh, let me get this right, because I don't want to offend any fans, because I like them too. They're symphony metal, operatic style, but they used to be operatic. But
I've heard snippets of them, yeah, and you're on point with the operatic element.
Yeah, especially in the early days. Not so much now, but yeah, still.
Have they been around for a while?
Yeah, I think certainly the mid to late 90s they started, I think. They were actually on the Eurovision Song Contest. That's what gave them their break.
Okay.
But yeah, I've followed them for years. I think I've seen them 3 times. So, yeah. Both with a different singer.
You mentioned the top 40 a second ago.
Yeah.
I probably know more, well, at least I think, about how the BBC works than the average Canadian.
Right.
Because I'm a huge fan of BBC One.
Right.
Because I used to listen to Danny Howard's House Party on Friday nights and so on, and a bunch of other DJ shows and whatever. Judge Jules, I think, was on there for a bit.
Judge Jules, yeah, he's the man, yeah.
Oh, Jules?
Yeah, Judge Jules.
Oh, I love the fact that you know who Jules is.
Oh yeah, I've met him.
Oh! Yeah, he's still doing the global warm up, eh?
Yeah. As far as I know, yeah.
So from where I'm sitting, I know what top 40 is, and there's like 100 fucking radio stations here in Toronto and across the country. when someone like yourself says the top 40, what is that Radio 6 or how does that work?
I mean, they still do it on Radio 1, but
Oh, I
yeah,
didn't know that.
it's not as big now because everything's online. So
This
it's,
is true.
yeah, the days of buying a record in a record shop are long gone,
Oh,
unless
dead
you're
and
like,
gone. Yeah.
yeah, unless you're like an enthusiast or a fan. But yeah, buying singles and stuff, yeah, it's a thing of the past now, isn't it? Top 40 is just like internet hits. It's not really top 40, is it? It's just.
Oh, so maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm mixing up BBC Six with BBC One.
Oh well,
'Cause-
I don't know because yeah, I mean, I listen to Radio 2, darling. So.
Because I listened to for a certain spell I got into the Zoe Ball show.
Yeah, Zoe Ball's called. Yeah,
Yeah, and I think she was on BBC Six. I like her show.
yes, she's occasionally on Radio 2 now, but yes,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I find that so fascinating. The
yeah. And
between
she used to be Fatboy Slim's wife.
what the fuck? What?
Yeah, for real. She used to be married to
She was
Fatboy
married
Slim.
to she was married to Norman Cook.
Yes, I think they got a
Well,
kid or a couple of kids together. I can't remember.
oh well. I don't know who deserves more congratulations, Fatboy Slim or Zoe Ball. She's a cutie, though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've seen clips of her on YouTube and so on. Yeah, and the
Yeah.
shitty thing is because I'm listening over here, and she's a morning show for Morning Drive. I was tuning in at like 3 in the morning on a night shift
Right.
to hear 3 or 4 in the morning to hear her show. Oh,
Yeah.
Dementia's saying BBC Radio 1 is currently pop music. Oh, 6 is for the alt music. Okay. I didn't know that. I used to have BBC Sounds, the app.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
That's how I connected to all the BBC stuff.
Yes. Yeah,
And
it's
and
quite handy.
with fucking Dementia in the chat, she can attest or
Yeah, she's told us. She's told us.
he can attest to how much of a fucking radio nerd I am. I know more about this than any civilian should. God. Speaking of that, interesting idea going back to the Girls on Tour series.
Yeah.
Um, maybe I'm whistling down a mine shaft on this. But as the series develops, any thoughts maybe down the road, pardon me, of adding music to it?
Oh, we do. We do. We have an in-house musician called Dan Wild. He
Oh,
does all our soundtracks for the promos. So when you see our promos on YouTube and Facebook and everything, apart from the odd pop song we use, yeah, all the music is his. He lives on the other side of the country, but yeah, he did the music for the first promo, and it's fantastic. So he does. He's currently doing the music for the anime we're doing. So yeah,
I don't know how I
he,
missed that.
yeah, for real.
Ah,
Um, yeah, but he's a good chap. He loves drum and bass and everything, and he'll work lots of samples into what we do.
oh, so he's got knowledge of the underground, eh?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's very cool.
I think he does like once a month. He's one of the in-house DJs down in Cornwall, so he knows his stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you say Cornwall?
Cornwall. Yeah,
Oh, okay. That is so cool. Oh my God, this is so fascinating to me. Oh man, I'm having such a great time, and I hope you are too.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
We took the break earlier
Yes.
because we weren't kind of fast and loose.
We were a
Where's
little bit.
Where's Dementia? Is Dementia still in the chat?
I
She's
don't
still
know.
awake. Well, I'm saying she, but whatever. That's just how I talk.
Yes. We know who you are.
We were talking earlier about the involvement of shall we say outside forces on a consultative nature for the series. It
Yes.
made me I forgot about that in the moment, but I'm going back to this now and how fascinating that is to me. I can kind of relate to that, despite what I said earlier about that person in my life. As you know, I'm a performer.
Mm.
You know what I actually thought of once? I
What?
forget I forget the performance I had in mind, but I had something in my head. So I did a bit of research and I
As
found
one does.
out I found out that what I actually wanted to do was illegal. And I couldn't legally do it anywhere. Because
Okay.
the concept I had in mind, why does my hair keep getting caught in my eyes? Um, the concept I had for whatever song it was I would be outside the club. The DJ would start the song or whatever the fuck I had in my mind. But I would be outside with four off duty, but in uniform, Toronto Metro officers
Ooh.
escorting me into the club.
Okay.
I, I found out I can't legally do that.
No.
And nor can anyone else.
Tricky.
Mm. Speaking of realism, I sometimes, I don't know about you, but I get these lofty fucking ideas, and so I'll go boopity boopity boop and do some research and find out, oh, I can't do that because I'm not allowed.
It
Oh,
has happened. It has happened, yeah.
I don't know if that's called misappropriating government services or whatever, but um, I found out that I am legally that no one is legally allowed to put to involve law enforcement in a drag performance.
We don't know till you ask, do you? I mean,
I also I also had this one idea. Again, I don't remember the song that I was curating, but I got the nutty idea in my head to involve pyro in it.
pyro.
Yeah,
Okay.
pyrotech. Now,
Right.
lucky for me, I know somebody in firefighting,
Right.
and he's fairly knowledgeable. He's good at what he does.
Yeah.
So I did a bit of research, and I consulted him a little bit on what I was doing, and he said, "Well, you can try." I think I spoke to him after I did my research. I that was oh my God. The information I found. Oh, I had to get information on the ventilation system for my club. I had to get cleared for pyro from the owner.
Mm.
I had to go to the city if I pulled this off for a permit.
Yep. Yep.
I had to, if I did go through with this and got approved, I had to hire a pyro guy to light me up because I can't do it on my own. I happen to have you have to have a licensed
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
on site with you. Insurance.
Mm-hmm.
I said to my friend in firefighting, I said, this is hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So guess what I didn't do? That, to coin a phrase, that put my fire out right away.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Try again in 5 years. You never know.
Exactly, right? The closest I came, I was at the club one night and I did a song from a band called The Pretty Reckless.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know them. Yeah.
And the song is called Just Tonight.
Oh, okay.
It's a song about a relationship and addiction.
Yeah.
I didn't ask permission for what I did. I just did it.
Right.
We had a 2-tier stage at the time. And because of the tone of the song, it's a low-key song, I sat down on the upper tier and crossed my legs. I think I might have been wearing this jacket, I forget. But I took a cigarette and my lighter out of my pocket and lit it. You can't smoke in any club or building in Canada.
No, you can't hear anymore. No.
Oh, is that true for the UK as well?
Yeah, yeah. No, it is now. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm.
You want to render a club to silence? As soon as I went and lit my smoke, even though the track was playing, I heard everyone go.
You can't do
But
that.
I'm not some fucking dizzy cunt. I knew what I was gonna do. I just didn't tell anybody.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
as soon as I lit the fucker, I put it out immediately. It was all theater.
Yeah.
Lucky for me, I didn't get in trouble. Thankfully.
Thankfully.
Even though I have a bit of a history with that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because I know how to get in trouble.
Mm.
It's on my resume. shit disturber, bullet points.
Oh, it's her again. Okay.
Oh, it's her again. Oh, they keep letting me in for some reason. Oh. So you're in Cambridge right now.
Near Cambridge. I wouldn't say I was in Cambridge.
I thought the opposite. Okay. I've heard a lot about the climate in the UK right now.
Right.
For our community.
Yes.
And not so much Canada, even though we're not perfect.
Mm.
Most of it is involving that tire fire they call a country down south of me.
Yes.
Everything is fucking erupting. And I don't like to be political, but we're both on ground level.
Yeah.
And because I know a little bit about what's going on overseas right now, I'm saddened by it. So I want to come away a little bit from the Girls on Tour series and get your bird's eye view of what's going on over in the UK right now. Your thoughts. Do you feel safe?
Reasonably. It is a bit of a worry, but there was a short time where I thought, right, I'm getting out of here. But friends who know the system said, don't go, because it'll get better. It'll get worse before it gets better, but it'll get better. It's not perfect. I'm still afraid, of course I am, but I just choose not to be afraid, not to be scared. I don't soapbox on my social media about it because
No, you
there's
don't.
no
No.
point. No. Um,
And you know what? I admire that about you.
yeah. I've got to where I am, and I don't feel the need to shout and scream about it. But I support those who do. I
Did
do.
you? Sorry to cut you off, but did you have? Because I did. Did you have a spell of time where you did have these like fucking rah 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 moments? Because
Um,
I've done that myself.
yeah, in the early stages. Um, sure. Like everybody does.
Despite our best efforts, it almost just happens, right? We can't control it.
No, absolutely. I mean, I mean, any sort of community that's persecuted, eventually it will sort of be looked upon as a, well, actually, yeah, they're not doing it.
Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
How about now?
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, my battery's going. I've got about 20% left.
Oh, oh shit. Okay. I don't want your phone to die, and I know it's kind of getting on in the evening for you.
No, it's okay.
So just even though I wanted to go into this further with you, will
Yeah.
this happened with Reese too when I had him on.
Yeah.
His phone was at 2%. Um, so we'll wrap up on this before your phone dies, my love. This has
Okay.
been an absolute pleasure.
Me too.
Once again, for those who are going to see this and those who have come and gone from the live chat, I want to remind everyone that I've been talking with Danielle Fray, who is a screenwriter and co-creator of hashtag Girls on Tour. Is the hashtag necessary? You said yes?
It is, yeah.
Okay, so hashtag Girls
Because
on Tour. It's an indie project. Look into it on Instagram and Facebook. And it's also, like we talked about earlier, it's also available on Amazon. And if you search it on Amazon, please include the hashtag. So like I did,
yeah,
you'll find the editions.
yeah. If you don't put the
Oh,
hashtag, you'll get another book series that is totally unrelated.
yeah. I did that. Yeah. Danielle,
Yeah.
this has been an absolute treat. Thank you for being here with me.
Oh, the pleasure's mine. It's totally.
You
So,
have a great night, my love, and we'll talk soon, okay?
and you. And you. Yeah, we will. No problem.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Well, everybody, that was Miss Danielle Fray. Thank you all for watching.